A friend of mine called and needs some help with this F250. Figured I'd run out there and give him a hand real quick. I used to own it. It's a good truck, and it's had coil packs on it at the time of job a long time ago. Long story short, cylinder 4 was showing a misfire, and I ran out there to give him a hand, threw a new coil pack in it, checked some connectors, and got it back on the road. Now back to the show. I cut this brake line a while back by accident when I was pulling this body off. I'm going to go ahead and cut here, on bend it, make a new flare, tie it back into here, and then we'll go from there. This flare went pretty good. I forgot to flare with the actual nut on, so I had to do it twice. And then I started cutting the floor pan out to get some temporary mounts to hold the back of the cab up. This is a temporary mark. So that is not permanent. I'm just trying to get the floor spaced where I need it. This will be permanent. I'm going to bring in some square tubing, tied in here, and then run it across in the cab. I'm also going to run me a piece across the back here. I'm going to jack this floor up, bring it up some, and then bring it into that piece as well. I'm looking at something along those lines. I got some trimming to do right here. We're making our way downtown, walking fast. The cab's getting done. I wonder what Tim McGraw would think of this. They had that song, 7500 OBO. Good song. Check it out. All right, I've got the Unashamed podcast going again. I'm on their most current episode, and we're here at about till season. It's gonna make me go hunt somewhere. I just took a tape measure, went across and measured from the cab to the frame. I did not use the floor because my concrete appears to be about a ½ inch off from the left to the right from each post, which is another reason I need adjustable post pads on that lift. If anybody knows where to get them, please let me know. Let me bring you in, I'll show you what we're doing. I'm squaring it out. I'm getting me a nice ground to work with. You can see those cuts. I'm cutting in and down, and we're going to lay in that piece right there. It's going to sit like so. It's going to be way up in there though, and then I can start building my braces and stuff. I think I'm going to utilize this tab here and bolt it to it. I've got a bunch of body shims I'm going to be using. I'm trying to save every little thing I could off that Vic that made sense. So I got aluminum pucks, got some good body bushings, some tabs, some zinc plated washers, things of that nature. I think I might be using this for the bed. You're not supposed to know that yet. That's a surprise. Flattening out this mount right here. I'm gonna trim about 1/4 inch off of this. You look at it, you can see it's a little high right by my mustache. Before anybody asks, this is an old work shirt I bought and had emblemed. I just blacked it out and I use it in the shop. You can call me the world's best welder. I've got to get all that butyl tape insulation. Butyl tape type insulation. I say that 3 times. Right here. I've got to get all that out. If you don't get it out right, it will burn, catch on fire. It's nasty odor. You need to wear a respirator, things of that nature. The best way to do it is to take some dry ice, set it on it, come back and hit with a hammer. I don't have any dry ice, and nor do I feel like going to get some. So what I'm gonna do, get in there and grind out about 1/2 inch around it on both sides. And but right before that, I'm gonna bring in this cab piece and just set my height, bring it up, and give me a little temporary bracket to weld it in. And then I'll start cleaning all that up and we'll get ready to go weld and get a big piece of panel cut out. So a common problem with these crownvic swaps is whenever you get a load in these trucks, that floor decides to touch the drive shaft. And I went ahead and just made a quick little block arrangement so I can jack it up, and we're essentially raising the hump of the transmission tunnel. It's gonna be okay. I'm happy with it. It'll tie in nice. I think you get the general idea. So this video is not the longest, but I did a lot of critical work in it, and basically the back of this cab is structurally sound as of right now. You can actually stand in the cab after this video is cut and move around. The floor is pretty solid. It's pretty good. I need to run to town, Tractor Supply, Harbor Freight, get some stuff. I got to find some 1x square tubing, maybe some 2-inch. And start framing in the back of this cab. I really want to get it rigid and then start putting sound insulation in after I get it all welded up. But the cab corners are going to be a lot of work and fabrication, as well as the steps. I do want to keep a traditional style step in this cab. So we'll see you on the next one.